Mom, search. Yeah, so mom disappeared. Ask for help. Where's mom? He's pointing the. He went that way. All right. What? It's a big hole in the ground? Is that what that is? Boom. And that's gotta be another nightmare. Of course. What? What was that? Maybe it was just my imagination. Oh, good day, Squinty. Seems at least you slept well. I still can't believe it. Mom disappeared and I think it's my fault too. If I only realized in time how late it was. Squinty, I've got so many questions. People disappearing, leaving no trace behind, how is it even possible? Are they still out there, somewhere? And the monster I saw that night, why did it take me? The truth is that I don't know anything. But maybe someone in town knows something. Squinty, I've decided that what to do next. I want to understand, I'll ask around. I'll start with Dad. Okay, Detective Squinty, let's go. Dad? He's not at home. What is this? I got a message. Good morning, Lucy. I need to help Tom if in the field today. I'll be back soon. Please don't go out alone. And don't worry about dinner. I'll take care of it. I love you, Dad. P.S. This doll is for you. Look after her. Okay, we got a doll as well. A gift for me. It's so soft. Dad's not here and I can't go out. It seems that we'll have to reschedule our investigation. There's someone at the door. Come in. Oh, it's you, Miss Olivia. Hi, darling. How are you feeling? Yeah, just welcome in. I'm sorry, what a stupid question. But don't stay there, come see what I brought you. The cookies are still warm. I hope you like them. Here's your dad. Where's your dad? He's not at home. I understand. Any idea when he'll be back? I'm really sorry, darling. It must be so hard for you now that your mother is no longer here. I still remember that night she disappeared. I just wanted to talk with your father about what happened. Excuse me, but did you see her that night? What? No, I didn't see anyone. It's just that she was coming to see you. She went out to return your basket. Yes, the basket. I found it in front of the door, that's it. Dad won't be home for a little while. If you want to wait here, we can talk. I wanted to ask you so many things about you. What a nice doll you've got there. Is that a gift from Dad? But of course it is. How lovely. Why don't you go play with your new doll? I'll wait here until he's back. But I wanted to... You know what? I've got a splendid idea. Some tea would be great with these cookies. Yes, dearie. Make us some tea, good girl. What are you demanding? What are you demanding? Okay, I got the cookies. How do I make tea? How do I make tea? How do I make tea? Do I need to go to the cellar for that? That's a music box, I believe. Yeah, mom's music box. This is spices. What a mess. What happened here? The labels on the spice containers are all messed up. I can't read anything. I see him. We got another puzzle here. Got it. Okay. So... Holy crap. Oh, but I can't move them. Okay, so that makes it a little easier. So that's gotta be this way, right? Or maybe not. Who freaking knows? Oh, I can drag him. Okay, I see. Okay. Ooh. Well, this might take a while. Okay, so we actually have to drag them from here to this labels here. So this wasn't too awful. A little time consuming, but not too bad. I kind of went by the color first. The lighter was on the very left side, so... here's the tea ones. Now I can tell what's tea and what's chili powder. I got tea leaves. Okay, so we have the leaves. How do we do that? We need to put it in the kettle or something, right? Saucepan. Okay, let's see if we can combine some. We need some water, don't we? Oh, that's not working. That's not good. Okay, let's think. We have leaves. We have leaves, we have saucepan. I wanted to know. We'll have some tea together and I'll make all the bad notes disappear. Yes, that's a great idea. Your dad makes a delicious spicy tea. Can you make some too, dear? I can't even talk to her. I know what to do. I'll make her tea that's so good she won't be able to ignore me. Great. Okay. So do we need to get water from the well, maybe? Right? Tea requires water? Dad doesn't want me to go out. Okay, so we can't. Perfect, the fire's already on. Okay. No, that's not working. Okay, let me think here. Is there anything in the cellar, maybe? I don't see any water. I don't see any water here. There's a sickle there. Ah, there's water. A bucket full of water for cooking. Fantastic. Okay, let's see if we can get some water in the pan. I got some water. Okay, now let's put some tea leaves in there. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so maybe try to boil some water first. It won't take long. I got hot water. Great. Ouch, it burns. Okay, let's hurry up before it gets cold. Put some... What? Oh, combine right click. Ah. I've got tea. Here you go, miss. She's hiding something. Thanks, honey. Oh, delicious. Okay. It's not the same as your father's, but you definitely are his daughter, darling. Of course, it's not a kid anymore. I can't take care of things. True, you're no longer a child. Oh, they've grown up so fast. so you can tell me what you wanted to tell Dad. Well, but... Why don't you go outside and play, Lucy? Today is a beautiful day. I'll just sit here and sip your tea as I wait for your father. Be a good girl. Nothing I couldn't convince her with tea. I have to find another way. I think I know a way. Of course. Yeah, I know the rules. My goodness, my goodness. Alright, I gotta come up with a strategy again. Okay, here we go. Fantastic. Just playing ball. Ball went to the forest. Oh, is that her, your mom? Oh no, somebody went and got the ball. I just remember a story from when I was little. You know, your mother was always very reckless. One time our ball ended up in the forest and she was so bold she went after it alone. Can you even imagine? Into the forest. She was not afraid of them, but she should have been. I've had the impression lately that they were stalking her. And I was her best friend. No, they must have seen me with your mother so often that... Wait a second, what are you talking about? Lucy darling, you're afraid of monsters, right? You never go near the forest, right? You must never do it. They see it when you do. If your mother's been taken, they'll have their eyes on us. Don't go near that forest, Lucy. Sorry, Lucy, I think I know where my father could be. I'll go look for him. Yes, dear, okay. Olivia, she scared me. Whenever I try to understand, adults try to scare me off. I don't care, I won't give up, I want to know what happened to Mom. I will ask around to take notes. I could use Dad's letter to write down clues. We've got Lucy's notes. Let the investigation begin. Hey, puppy. Hello, Cole. What's wrong? You look sad today. What's with his hat? Oh, no. What's that? You don't want me to take it? Cool, I won't take it away if you don't want me to. The woodworker must have lost it. Hey there, how are you? Keeping myself fit with some hard work. The pipes. Are you fixing the pipes? No, that I am. I used to be a plumber, you know. I just couldn't look at these broken pipes without feeling guilty. That's great. Actually, we haven't been able to get water from the fountain in a very long time. Don't worry, kid. When I'm done, you'll have all the water you want. Great. Enjoy it then. Thanks, kid. He wants a hat. Same vote, looks like it's gonna take longer than I vote. I'm glad I've got my hat, or the sun would have burned my head. I've never seen you with that hat before, it looks good. Aha, it does, doesn't it? It was a gift from my father when I wasn't much taller than you are now. What happened then? Did he disappear into the forest? Nope, sometimes people die of old age too, you know. I see him. Okay. Okay, he's fixing this fountain. This guy's not working. The fountain no longer works. And he wants... I don't know if he wants a hat or he's just thinking about the hat. Okay. Let's go see what's happening downtown. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Lucy. If you're looking for the others, they're all playing by the beach. Beach bench. What are you doing? Mom asked me to prune the plants. They're getting a little out of control. Having fun? Well, the small leaves are tedious, but with the big ones, you feel like you're making a lot of progress. It's not too bad. Okay, that's not true. It's really boring, but you know how mom is. Duty first and duty after. What are you doing around here? I'm running an investigation. Mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. You know, my mom, I heard. I'm very sorry, how are you? Well, I've been better. No one in my family has ever disappeared, so I can't imagine how you're feeling. But if you need a friend, you know where to find me. Thanks, Sunny. And Lucy, what's up? You know, I know you're brave, but don't try to go looking for her in the forest. I'm serious, I wouldn't want my best friend taken by the monsters. Sunny, you're the responsible one, not me. Lucy, I'm joking, don't worry, I won't go anywhere. I just want to learn more about missing people. I know, I understand. Adults don't tell us everything. You've noticed it too. Yes, but I'm sure they do it for our own good. They don't want us to worry. And the same goes for me. Don't make me worry about you. Okay, I won't. The monsters. What do you know about the monsters? Well, they live in the forest, they roar at night and kidnap people. Yeah, but like, what do they look like? Well, I imagine them being ugly with lots of eyes and some thick black fur. I think I saw one, you know, the night when my mother... Seriously? Were you scared? It was just for a moment, I ran away immediately. I remember its white mantle and its roar. It must have been horrible. You know, you're the only one I've told you this. Lucy, you shouldn't tell anyone else. Adults are always freaked out by the stories. I don't know what they would think. They're the ones who told us about the monsters though. And if they thought it was there to take you, I don't think it was. It didn't follow me. Imagine their reactions. I don't trust the others either. We're all too afraid. I wasn't planning to tell others, just you. Alright, Lucy, be careful. The forest. Have you ever been to the forest? Of course not, my parents get angry. If I'm late for dinner, I can't imagine what they'll do if I went to the forest. I've never been there either. The only one who can go there is the woodworker. You might ask him. However, asking adults these questions isn't a good idea. They don't like talking about it. Got it? Thank you. See you later. Okay. What she thinks. Playing ball. She wants to play basically. Got it. Somebody's right there, right? Sunny's mom is always in the kitchen making sweets. I rarely see her around. They say if you meet her on the street, she'll give you cookies. She's so nice. But Sunny has to help her out so much. Can we go back here now? Oh, hi, old lady. There is my mom's son. That's my mom's son. How do you know it? Oh, what is it, Lucy? What do you ask? Want to ask me something? The song? I know that song. Oh, so what? So why are you singing it? Because I sang it way before your mother. What are you saying? What do you think? Who do you think taught her? Me, of course. I don't believe you. Everyone says you're crazy, and she never told me about you. Well, of course your mother doesn't know me. I'm just a crazy old lady, and singing is just for frivolous people. Singing is not for frivolous. Well then, would you like to know how the song continues? Yep. Listen well. Get a note. Okay. You're a very promising little girl, Lucy. Oh my, it's almost time. For what? I was wrong, my watch is broken. The monsters. Have you ever seen the monsters? Yup, of course, all the time. Really? I remember the last one very well. It was a frenzied farmer screaming at his hens. A terrifying vision. I understand. That kind of monster. To me, they're all really monsters. Do you know anything about the forest? Well, it's a place full of trees. What kind of forest are you talking about? There is only one kind of forest, the one where people disappear. Ah, that one, of course, sure. That's how the forest must look to your eyes. You're so young. Why? Was it different before? People don't talk about it. How could they talk about times when things went better if all they can do now is fear the present? What was the forest like before? You said the forest used to be different. Can you tell me about the whole story? Of course. Once you know, the forest was inhabited by so many happy birds, but then one terrible day, the king of the forest decided to keep with him only those birds who chirped the best. Eventually, they quarreled, and wait, what happened next? I don't... What are you talking about? Yes, maybe they were all devoured by monsters. End of story. Hee. Okay, I get it. She always seems to be making fun of me. Was there anything else you wanted to know, dear? No, that's it. Okay. She's just laughing at me. I'll learn a new song though. I wonder what that does. Some items can hide precious memories. This song can help people recall those memories. Select the new song. Use it on the... What? Interesting. Oh boy. We have another puzzle. Rotate the cells to create a path to solve the labyrinth. Okay. Use this knob to rotate the starting cell. Connect it to the other cells by using gears and rotate them together. Got it. Okay. Create a path up to the exit. Well, shoot. Oh, so I rotate this one now. I see. So, why isn't this one turning? Because there's no gear here. We do this. Now they both turn. But there's nothing here. I mean, can I move this plate somewhere? Alright, try this. This guy here, I think I might have it. This guy here. And rotate this. Oh wait. Crap. Okay. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So maybe that's her and her my mom, right? Interesting. Very cool. Okay. Let's see if we can grab this. This could be useful. Oh, I got a rake. Fantastic. Can I use this hay? Probably not. I can interact with the hay. Yeah. Okay. What's all this stuff? I don't think I've been here. Darts? The game is for adults only. They don't trust our aim with darts. But playing with slingshot and rocks, that's fine. Who knows, right? Okay. One more of this in town is always welcome. It's empty. Hey, wait a second. What is going on there? Yikes, that sack of flour just moved. Let's check it out somehow. Who's there? It moved. Ah! No, I can't do that. That's unfortunate. So what the hell do we do with this? There's nobody there. Oh, here we go. Boy. Okay. One more of those things. So we need to get from here to here. It doesn't matter what anything matches up, that's what I've learned. So, I mean, this guy's gonna have to go somewhere here. Here, and I think we just need to turn this guy, maybe. So what if we try something like this? Oh, come on. Oh, I did it last time. Oh, wait a second. I have to twist this guy too. It's a little more difficult than I thought. See, I got everything basically in place besides this thing right here. I need this guy to turn somehow. Okay, maybe by placing it here. No, that guy's not turning at all. Interesting. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, okay. Whew. My god. That was a little time consuming. Who is this kid? Ah, you found me! Oh, it's just you, Lucy. What are you doing here? You weren't playing hide and seek, now they'll find me. The others aren't playing anymore, they're by the bench doing other stuff. They didn't tell me. Well, do you want to play with me, Lucy? Not really. Would you like to chat for a bit? Sure. And then Olivia started telling me all these strange things about monsters. I got scared and left. Ah, adults always do that. I'm trying to find out what I can. I was told that my uncle was taken away by monsters because he used to talk too loud. He always made me laugh. I enjoy staying with him. I want to find out what happens to people who disappear. Can I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. Your uncle? Do you know how he disappeared? He was playing hide and seek with me, my favorite game. It was his turn to hide, but I couldn't really find him that time. I asked the adults to help, but they didn't find him either. They said that maybe he hid in the forest and got himself lost. Did you ever go look for him? Are you crazy? Don't you know it's forbidden? The monsters would take me away too. See you later. Sure. Okay, can I like use any songs on him? The monsters. Big dragon. Okay, that doesn't work. There's a toolbox here. Must be farmers. It's locked. Typical of him. Okay. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's take a look at what we got. So, do we have like a clues thing somewhere? Aha, notes, okay. Why do people disappear? Why is no one looking for the missing people? More clues. The crazy old lady knows Mom's son and she claims she's the one who taught her to her. The crazy old lady says the forest used to be different. Okay, so we don't have much yet. Hey buddy, we always here? That little girl, excuse me, may I? Grunt? What the heck? What are you mumbling, little girl? You go play elsewhere. Oh, he locked him. What in the world? He is mean. Has this been open before? Okay, there are animals in here, locked up. Hi, bunnies. Lots of fun staying in the cage, right? What are you doing here, little girl? This is my field, not a playground. Go bother someone else. That surly old man, and he complains about our pranks. He deserves them. Excuse me, can I ask you something? I'm working. The forest. Have you ever been to the forest? What? Who told you that? No, no one. I was just asking. That's ridiculous. Everyone knows going to the forest is madness. Tell me, do I look mad to you? But I didn't. Kids nowadays. I want to know everything about the people who disappeared. I can't tell. Can you tell me something? What's there to tell? They didn't respect the rules. Your father told you a million times, so don't think I don't know what you're doing. Excuse me? You're here on behalf of your snot-nosed friends. You're hoping I'm the next to disappear, right? I'm sorry, but it will never happen. I know very well how to live here, certainly not like kids who bother people while they're working. Keep on like this and they'll end up taking you too, you'll see. But I didn't say anything wrong. I know your father for a long time and I'm telling you for his sake, behave, miss. Have you ever seen a monster? No, that's not how it works. The monsters are the ones watching us, deciding who will be next. People who raise their voices too much, the loud ones, those are the ones they prefer. So the rule is simple, stay quiet. I have to go. Okay, this guy is mean, but he gave me some information. Is that... he wants to cook something? Okay. I don't want kids in my field to get out. Always a pleasure. A home for domestic honeybees. They sting just like the wild ones. One of Red's courage tests was to stick your hand in the hole. I've never done it, obviously. Search the hive. Huh? It's empty. There aren't any bees. I found a key though. Okay, we have a rusty key. Fantastic. What are the keys for? I don't remember seeing anything that's locked. Various materials, I think the farmer used them to repair the animal shelters when necessary. Hello? Okay. You won't let me pass. Okay. Let grab the scarecrow. Yeah. Alright, so there's a lock here, right? So let's see if we can free the bunnies. Maybe then he'll let me pass. It's not the right key. Dang it. I'm out of luck. Okay, so, you know, there was the lockbox, right? In that shed. Let's try that as well. Yeah. Perfect, let's see. I got a hammer. A pile of rusty scrap. I got a hook. I got a hook and a hammer. Is that it? Yeah, that's all I can pick up, I believe. Okay. Fantastic. Let's try this. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, that worked. What? Not again. Get back here. I believe the farmer will be looking for them all day. Maybe that was a bit drastic, but those rabbits needed some air. Okay, let's take that crow. We can. It's a scarecrow. It scared birds with a passion for cooking. It's holding a peel for some reason. I got a peel. Fantastic. Is there any memories here? No. Why can't I just go up? If I'm not mistaken, Dad works here. He learned a lot of his skills here. Tom is really obnoxious with us kids, but I think he gets along with Dad. Better not draw his attention, he told me to stay inside. Chickens. Hey guys. Really? There's nothing else here? I don't believe that. Cherries. Okay, here we go. We picked something. Oh, they're too high up. Oh, wow. Crap. I don't think I have anything to, Oh, wait. Nope, it's not gonna work. Alright. Scoop this area one more time. The old moon left. Okay. Got a crate. Oh. Okay, hang on a second. So we got a crate now. Maybe we can stand on it and pick those cherries up. Dirty tools full of cobwebs. I don't want to know anything more. Wait, what is this? I suppose this is where the hands go when it's dark. Chicken house. Okay, let's try to use that stool now and see if that works. Fantastic. I got a branch full of cherries. Good deal. Ouch, that hurt. But I've got lots of cherries now. Okay, and I think I broke this, right? Sorry, Mr. Tree. Box is broken too. But we got some cherries now. Alright, so I talked to her already. I don't think I need any water. This guy is just pure rude. What's up with this lady? Hi. You are Lucy. Ah yes, Louis's daughter. Might ask you a few questions. Questions? You kids should just be playing and fooling around. Leave questions to adults, dear. I know the forest is dangerous and never go there, but I was wondering, what does it really look like? Gosh, is this what kids nowadays think about? I was just thinking that maybe if I knew better, I'd be safer. Little girl, you shouldn't be interested in such things. Just follow the rules and you'll be fine. I've been living here my whole life, things have always been like this. There is nothing else you need to know. Do you know what monsters really look like? Have you ever seen one? Young lady, we don't talk about such things. But I want to know more. The monsters have kidnapped my mom and... Of course, I understand the problem, but... This is no good, child. You can't just go around bothering everyone with your questions. You're not the only one who has lost someone dear. Has it happened to you too? This is precisely the sort of question you shouldn't be asking. Sorry. Remember this, kid. Rules protect us. Those who don't respect them find themselves gone for good. You will accept this with me. If someone disappears, it's always their fault. That's not true. Mom's never done anything wrong. Foolish girl, don't raise your voice. I'm just wasting my time with you. Doesn't matter. Excuse me, I have to go. Okay. And there she goes alone. She had a bunch of friends, now they all disappeared. The soothing sound of running water, this river was already here when I was a kid. I'm happy that despite all these years, the town is still here as it once was. People are not here anymore. What do you mean? I've seen many faces on and off these walls through the years. Why do we hang up posters of missing people if nobody goes looking for them? The posters are there just to let us know who disappeared, not to help us find them. But has anyone ever tried? Only fools try, they always find the end they deserve, monsters waiting for them, and no way to come back home. Okay, I don't see any memories here. Alright, now what? Oh, the hat! Oh my goodness. Okay, 3 wheels only this time. So, who knows? Okay, let's try this. No, this is not working. Well, this sucks. Yeah, that's not right, so I need to reset this again. Let's try this one. No, because this one has to turn too. But not yet. Maybe now. Oh, fantastic! Was he mean to the dog or something? Or he just told him to stay there or to guard it, maybe? He wants to follow his owner. I can't, it's tied too tight. How can I untie it? Let's think, how can we untie it? I don't know. No. No. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to untie it. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. We talked to this guy already. Let's go this way. Stop right there, still on guard, Silver. Of course, I'm the best. Did you get kicked out of their games again? Yeah, I'm the best at that too. Anyway, I have to stay here so you can't pass. Yeah, okay. Gotta figure this one out. Alright. Bingo! He wants the... what? He wants to bake. Bread. Stupid Black, why does he have to be so bossy? What are you talking about? He wanted to punish me because I let you bribe me with candy. He took a precious gift from me and hid it. Yeah, I can see him doing that. I can't even leave to go look for it. It's not fair. What if I found it for you? Then would you let me pass? I don't know. You know what? Black doesn't deserve my loyalty. If you find my gift, you can pass through whenever you want. Deal. Okay, what about he wants... This is a thing from baking bread, right? Look, this is your gift, right? Oh, that's right, I already found it. Thank you. Remember your promise. Of course, you can pass now. Okay, so we can pass. Fantastic. Hey guys. Come on, I'm counting you, Hedgehog. Hi, Black. Hi, Lucy, check out this speedy hedgehog I found. Is definitely going to win. Of course. Listen, I wanted to ask you. The forest. I like watching the forest from that little wall. It doesn't seem so threatening from here. Well, obviously it's noon. You should see it at night. Even the adults tremble when it's dark out. Any idea why no one goes near it? What are you, stupid? I told you it's only a problem at night. During the day adults go there. Otherwise, how would we have wood for the fireplace? I didn't mean by day. And you don't have to call me names over it. Oh no, the hedgehog is losing ground. Come on, don't give up. Have you ever seen a monster? Yeah, of course, Lucy. I see one at night, all the time, passing under my window. Seriously, tell me more. No way. Who's to say you won't just go telling everyone? I won't do that. Maybe I could tell you a secret, but only if you play with us first. Alright, but only for a little bit, okay? No, you have to win, but you won't be able to. You're just a little girl. So bossy. How does the game work? It's a race. When the animals were caught, how's it going? Red has a frog, but I found a super hedgehog. Raven thinks I'm too stupid to win this game, but she will see. Maybe I think so too. A hedgehog. You will all see. I'll let you play. Cool, thank you. Come on, Killer Quill. Make him eat dust. What a tragic name. I would have called him Richard. Hedgehog and the frog. Hedgehog is number one, first place. He must have been the first place. And then the frog. And then the hedgehog. Oh, that's funny. Hey, what's up? I'm getting a little revenge on Black. He thinks he can beat me in animal races. This frog is unbeatable. It definitely has magical powers. Magical, of course. Can I ask you some questions? Shoot. You often talk about how good you are at discovering other people's secrets. Could you tell me something about the forest? I won't tell you anything. Why? Look, I know you think I make up all my stories. Since you're already such know-it-all, I won't tell you anything. That's it, then. I'll tell everyone that you're a coward. I'll tell that you've been to the forest. I'll tell everyone you like Sunny. Was you the first one maybe? Ah, and you're stupid. Do you want to know more about the forest? Then go there yourself and come back to tell us all the terrible things you saw. The truth is that you don't know anything. Ron, just Ron, why don't you beat me at the animal race? If you can't, I'll tell you all I know. All of nothing is still nothing. Whatever. That story about the monsters you told us at the party, you made that up, right? You should learn to spy more on the adults when they're talking. They say a lot of interesting things when kids aren't supposed to be listening. Who can say if I made it up? You're asking a lot of suspicious questions lately. What are you up to? Nothing. What are you talking about? What a shame. I would have been more fun. You build a nice track here. Black just has a speedy Darmo's mouse, so he's going to lose for sure. What powers does your frog have? It jumps. I have to go. I won't distract you anymore. No worries. I can beat Black with my eyes closed. Okay, you already done that. There's nothing here for that. Hi Raven, what are you doing? Red found a new pet to use for his races against Black. Another one. I already know who is going to win though. Black's animals are always slow. Fast ones are too smart for him. I want to talk with you about something. I'm trying to find out more about the people who disappeared. Do you know anything? Not really. My family takes this all so seriously. No one ever disappeared. People like that, they don't get lost in the forest. Don't you ever worry that something could happen to them anyway? Even if it did, it wouldn't matter to me. They're just living in fear every day. I can't stand them. They keep talking about this aunt or that neighbor who disappeared. They're so sure that one day it will happen to us too. One day I'm going to the forest on my own. I want to see if monsters really exist. You don't mean that, do you? Hey Black, have you ever been to the forest? Find any monsters there? What are you saying, Raven? I've never set foot in it. Do you think I'm crazy? You're useless as always. What did I do now? I'm sorry, Lucy, but I can't really help you. I understand. Have you ever seen a monster? Well... I hear the voices. You mean the roars? Not only those. Do you mean they're singing? You can hear it too? Yup, it sounds like voices. I've heard it ever since the evening my mother disappeared. It's terrifying and sad. I thought I was the only one. Any idea why you can hear it? I don't know, but it scares me. It almost seems to call to me. I've never told anyone. I was afraid that... Yeah, I don't think the others hear it. I haven't told that either. If I told my parents, they'd lose it. They are obsessed with monsters. Listen, would you like to talk about something else? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I got some updated clues. Let's see what she thinks. Monsters. Scary. Okay. Let's see what else. See if we can get inside the bakery, maybe? It's closed. Okay. Still gotta free this guy somehow. Who tied you up? I'll find a way to set you free, don't worry. Okay. This guy is just mean. I talked to this lady already. It's locked. Olivia must still be in my house. Oh boy. Fruit, there's only this brittle fence between us. Yet, today I will spare you. Be thankful that I don't want my mom's best friend to be mad at me. It echoes. Wait a minute. You got a stone. Oh, okay, cool. What the hell out of the stone? Throw it down the well? Maybe? Oh yeah, that's working. Wow, it's deep. I got a sticker. Fantastic. Woohoo-hoo. I can't sing to this guy. He's upset. Hi, Sonny. The old man. The old man down there, it seems like he's mad at you for something. The man over there keeps staring at me. I think maybe he hates me. I don't know why though. He seems important. It's making me nervous. If you want, I can try to talk to him. Are you sure he won't get angrier? Don't worry, I'll be nice to him. Listen, could I borrow this for a moment? My pregnant shears, I didn't know about that. I'll give them back in a blink of an eye. If Mom found out I loaned her tools to one of my friends, she'd go ballistic. I don't want them to be in trouble again. Are you talking about the time you lent me your mom's pots and pans for a basket of cherries? That and other times too. Your ideas always end with me spending an afternoon getting schooled. But you like cherries. I love cherries, but I'm not kidding, Lucy. Mom's always keeping an eye on me. I don't want any trouble. Okay, I understand. Not even for a second then. Not with Mom in the window looking at me. Absolutely not. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Not looking good. Okay. Let's go to the old man again. There's no one here who knows how to treat flowers right. They have no passion for it. Oh, he's upset that she's doing the flowers wrong. Well, this flower's bed looks beautiful. Perhaps they only need some water? Water? There are dry leaves everywhere, old branches that need to be cleaned up, and the ground is too hard. It's not a flower bed, it's a forest. Ah, so you are a gardener. Gardener? Who, me? You young brats don't know anything. Well... Okay, wait a second. If I may, I'd like to ask some questions about the town. Where did you learn how to take care of flowers? It's obvious enough, but I guess they don't teach you kids anything nowadays. What can you tell me about the forest? Haven't they taught you anything? No, I mean, have you ever gone there? To do what? Talk with monsters? You couldn't have asked me a more stupid question. Do you have any idea what the monsters look like? They definitely resemble brats like you. Leave me alone. Okay, another puzzle. Alright, let's see. So I'll have to end up here. So that's probably gonna be coming from here or here in the last one. Alright, I think I might have an idea. Oh no, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, we got it. I think we got it. Yes. Once this place was full of hibiscus flowers. What do they look like? You can't see them around here because nobody keeps them anymore. It's a beautiful blue cobalt flower with white petals. I think I have seen that before. Nothing. Okay. I need those scissors for some other reason. Wait, we have cherries. She likes cherries. I forgot. Where's that? Oh, branch right here. Sunny. Oh, and where did you get this? If that comes from the farmer's field, I would love to see his face when he noticed it's missing. I couldn't really see his face, to be honest, he was too busy chasing the rabbits. I can't believe you did that. Haha. Sunny, what's going on? For heaven's sake, keep your voice down. Hi, Mom. Hi, Lucy, I see you here too. Hi. Please behave, I don't want anything to happen to you. We will, we're sorry. That could have been worse. Now, what I should do with this, Lucy? Eat them. And in return, you want the pregnant cherries, right? Well, you'll need free hands to eat those cherries. You're impossible, and fine, you can borrow them, but first... There's just one problem. If Mom sees me slacking off, she'll start asking questions. We need to make it look like I'm still working, I can't move from here. I'll think of something. Nope, that doesn't work. I already used that on her. Yeah, she wants the cherries, okay. Okay, so now I gotta think more. How do I make her look like she's working? Okay, so what do I have? Maybe I have something in my inventory already. Oh! Use this to rake up the leaves on the ground. I'm sure your mother won't have anything against that. Oh, sounds great. Fine, Lucy, here are the shares. Bring them back as soon as you're done, okay? Of course. Don't do anything dangerous. Okay. I got some scissors. Give it to the old guy, maybe? Nope. Okay. Maybe I can try to cut the dog loose with those. buddy. Yup. That will do it. Go now, you're free. He took the hat too. Well, where are you headed now? Should I follow him? Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and follow him, I guess. Good boy. Should I give the shares back? Let's do that. Here you go. Thanks, Lucy. I was starting to worry. Okay, can I take that? The rake? No, I guess I can't. Let's follow the dog. Oh, he's going to the forest. Hey, what are you doing here? The forest is dangerous. Come on, let's go back. No, he's going in. Wait. Uh-oh. Big monster. Got the doggy. Ah. Where are you? Okay. There's something stuck on the gate. It's calls fur. I guess he went into the forest. Will he be okay? I got a sticker. Okay. Yeah, it won't let me go there. Okay, so do we need to go to the house? Maybe I haven't been there for a while. This guy's still fixing stuff. The dog is now gone. I got a rope though. Got a rope. Oh. Okay. Grappling hook. So that means I'm gonna be climbing some stuff, right? I shouldn't go back yet, I haven't finished my research. Anyway, I don't really want to spend time with Olivia. Mom, I'd like to know what happened. Okay, so what else do we know? Let's check out the clues. The old lady by the river says the posters are there to tell us who's gone, not to look for them. Those who are too loud, yeah, I mean, we all know this, right? Nothing is crazy. The guy needs some kind of flower. I don't know where to get the flower. Talk to this lady already. Wait a second. Is that the flower? I bet that's the flower. Wait, I remember seeing a blue flower in Olivia's garden. Could that be the one old man is talking about? Yes. It's locked. Olivia must be still in the house. Okay. Can go here. Adventure time, no freaking way, are you kidding me? Oh my god, fantastic. That wasn't so hard. Okay, let's get the flower. Olivia cares a lot about her flowers. This one in particular is lovely. Sorry, Olivia. Better not tell her I took one. Okay, anything else? The door's covered in locks. Olivia must be really scared of the monsters. Olivia could come home anytime now, I'd better get out of here. Okay, fantastic. I should hide the evidence. Yeah, we did that. Oh boy. Could have just kept it. Good, now my crime will go unnoticed. Let's hope it was worth it. Okay, so let's hang you the flower and see if it makes me extremely happy. Excuse me, is this hibiscus? Where did you find that? Let me see. It really is hibiscus. Did you know that with the right care, the cut flower can live up to a month? Cool. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it live that long. She would have known how. She who? I'd like to ask some questions. She who? Who were we talking about earlier? He's no longer listening. Okay. I can make him... Oh, there we go. Memories. God, of course. Of course. Okay. I think I got this. No, I don't. Oh my god, I freaking got it. Okay, it was like his wife or something, I don't know. They were kids, or maybe just a friend. Now remember, I'd like to ask you some questions. That person, who taught you all these things about flowers? My sister said that the secret is in the amount of water. They don't need a lot of it, otherwise they'll rot. Okay? It was your sister. She had a real passion for these flowers, and it wasn't just that, she took care of us all as if we were the flowers of her favorite garden. But then she left us only weeds. She disappeared into the forest, she was so responsible, yet she lost her way so easily she abandoned us. I haven't forgiven her. How did it happen? Those cursed monsters. Didn't you try to save her, little girl? Monsters exist and cannot be defeated, they will always be out there in the forest. This is why we have rules, to stick together, do not forge that. This, I don't have place to keep it, maybe I should throw it away. No, I'll take it. Yes, whatever. Okay, so I got the flower. Okay, so we got some more information, which is fantastic. She's happy, I think. I stole the flower from Olivia. Wonder if it's gonna let me go back home yet. This guy is still fixing the pipe. I shouldn't go back home yet, I haven't finished my research in any way. I don't really want to spend time with Olivia. Okay, so I can't back home yet. Okay, so I think what I'm missing is, I still remember they wanted me to win or something, so maybe I still need to, actually do need to play this game. It's a track that others are using to make animals race against each other. Red and Black really put a lot of work into this. I wonder where they stole the materials to make it. Challenge Red. Help the hedgehog win the race, okay? It's very simple, click as fast as you can to make the hedgehog go faster. Okay, I think I can do that. Come on, hedgehog! Here you go, boy! You got it! You got it, hedgehog! Come on, buddy! Yeah. Yeah, we got this. Fantastic. Okay, so a bit, what is it, red, right? I won. True, not bad for a girl. What can you tell me about the monsters, and not the same old stories about roars and disappearances? We all know about that stuff. Do you believe that? You've been deceived. That's just a fairy tale the adults tell us. They're using the monsters to get rid of people they don't like. When they're fed up with you, they get you out of your home, and the monsters take care of the rest. What? What are you talking about? The adults, they hate us and want to keep us on a leash. I don't believe you. Do you have any evidence? I just know it. That's enough for me. If you want to love your fairy tale of good parents who love children, have fun. I know what game they're playing, and they won't fool me anymore. But notice, the day they decide to get rid of me, they will not find me. I'll live hidden away in these alleys, and they'll never take me. I don't know how much I can trust Red's stories. Okay. So now I have to beat Black. Got it. If the bar is full, the frog will jump farther. The better your timing, the farther it will jump. Got it. Oops. What? Why? What was happening? Oh, maybe I didn't have my cursor far enough or something. Try this again. Click anywhere to make a jump. Okay. Okay, I got it this time somehow. I bet you tell me everything you know. You cheated. Do you want to cry in front of Red? So you said you saw a monster, what it's like. It's scary at night when someone disappears. I hear it gnawing on the bones of its victims. It has a huge spider head, flaming eyes, and long, slimy tentacles. You'd scream if you saw that. Black, did you challenge me to a game just to tell me this? You're a liar. You just want to copy Red and his scary stories. Don't you dare call me a liar. Stop telling made-up stories then. I won your challenge, and now you're going to tell me a secret. A real one, or I'll tell everyone what liar you are. You are the worst, okay? You know, Blue, what about him? I know a secret. He was Luca's only friend. You know, the baker's son who disappeared? Really? I had no idea. You never mentioned it. I just saw them together by chance on this very street. Luca was a strange kid. Being his friend meant getting looked down on by everyone, but Blue is too dumb to care about stuff like that. Luca, he was always so shy. He wasn't part of our group, but I remember well when he disappeared. Well, Luca's poster was only hung up a few days after his disappearance, but strangely Blue had already stopped coming to look for him here. What's so strange about it? I think Blue knew about Luca's disappearance long before the adults. Maybe he discovered something mysterious. I don't know, but I think I'll ask him. Thanks, Black. Okay. So we need to find Blue. It's closed. Okay. I'm not a girl, so that straw does nothing to me. Check the house again. See if Dad is home yet. Because I can't think what else I'm missing. I'll forget about this. Yeah, I don't think there's anything anything there. I shouldn't go back yet, I haven't finished my research, and anyway, I don't really want to spend time with Olivia. Okay, so... Interesting. What else? Did I do everything to those kids? Maybe I need to sing him a song or something. So, I think it was Blue in this barn, wasn't it? And I need to ask him more questions about this. Here comes the monster! I'm not gonna go with the others, they were pretty mean today. So do you want to play the invading monster with me? No, not now. Can I ask you some questions again? Okay. Luca the baker's son. Do you ever talk to Luca? Yes, sometimes. Were you friends? Well, yes, maybe. He was to me at least. He liked being alone. I think he was also older than us. I admired him, he taught me lots of things about hide and seek and camping too. I know he wasn't comfortable with others, but with me it was different. Of course, he still treated me like a kid, but I think he trusted me. But I admit that I never got him completely. He often spoke about things I didn't understand. I'm sorry, I should have talked with you as soon as he disappeared. You couldn't have known, no one knew, and I didn't talk much about it. Because I think it might be my fault. How so? Did you do something wrong? No, I didn't do anything. One day he was here and the next, poof, he was gone. I just know that the people around me keep disappearing, one after the other, so maybe I'm the problem. I'm so afraid I'll be alone. It's not like that, I'm sure. In any case, I won't disappear. Thanks, Lucy. Did you ever find out how he disappeared? In the last few days he was saying some strange things, stranger than normal, and I didn't see him around as much. One day I went looking for him at our usual place, but he wasn't there. All of his things were gone too. It was weird. I looked for him for quite a while, but I didn't find him anywhere. A few days later, his poster was hanging up and they said he disappeared. I had already guessed it by then. Remember anything unusual before that happened? Well, just the things he talked about. He told me about the roars from the forest and how, if you listen carefully, you can hear something more in them, like a song. I thought a lot about his words, and you know, I have a theory now. I think the forest deceives you. First you hear its voice, then you disappear. I have to go. See you later. Okay. Seems like I have a lot of more evidence now, and it's getting darker. I should go home now. Okay. Home sweet home. Great, Dad isn't back yet. Olivia's gone though, right? Yeah. I learned a lot today, so let's see. The forest deceives you. Who knows what that means? And then there's these voices. Maybe the monsters trick people and somehow drag them into the forest. Maybe it happened to Mom too. If that's true, then we need to save her. Everyone told me we shouldn't look for those who disappeared, but we should try. I'm sure of it. I need to backpack some rations and... If I told Dad, would he come with me? Dad, hi. Lucy, so you're home now. I was out looking for you. Tom saw you poking around in his fields. Didn't you read the note? Why did you leave the house? No, it's not like that. I was at home, then Olivia came, she said it was important, so I went looking for you. But you were busy, and when I came back home, Olivia was already gone. You sure? Absolutely. Yes. Okay, I'll have to see her later. Hey, want to know what happened today? I discovered how Mom's song continues. Don't. No, stop. What? But it's Mom's song. Lucy, I'm not in the mood. Oh. Tell me, where did you learn this? From the weird old lady. She says she taught Mom all those songs. You talk with that crazy old woman? Lucy, you must never listen to what she says. Stay away from her. But she seems to know things about the forest. Maybe she could help us. Enough. You will not talk to her. That's final. No. I always have to listen, but there's never a reason. Lucy, none of you adults tell us anything. You only talk about what to do, what not to do, but then people disappear and you just stand there doing nothing. And Mom disappeared and no one's looking for her. She's waiting for us. She needs help. I don't know where Mom is. Lucy, listen. I know you want answers. Let me tell you a story. It's important to listen carefully. Here, sit for a while. It's a story that takes place when I was around your age. You see, your mom and I and another girl were great friends. That girl was my sister. We also thought that what the adults were doing wasn't quite right, so I know how you're feeling. One day when another kid disappeared, we decided to go looking for him. We were sure it was the right thing to do, but we were wrong. That day, my sister never came back. Believe me when I say that I know how you're feeling right now, Lucy. But Mom and I learned the hard way that the rules in this town are the only way to stick together. There is no way to find those who are gone. Monsters exist, but as long as we behave, they won't be able to take us. Do you understand this? Will you promise that you won't go after her, Lucy? Yes. Is it true that the forest was different once? It's another tale from that crazy old lady. Her words are just fantasy. But we have to stay together and face the truth. No more songs, no more research. It's for your own good. Will you let me protect you? I miss her. I miss her too. Chapter 4.